Hey guys, I'm Jason. This is my shed. This is my channel, JRM Fabrications. And this is my new to me 1990 MK1 Pajero. Okay, so what is the story of this Pajero? I bought this probably, I think it was December time, and I actually had a load of footage recorded on this here, but I don't know where it went. It's just vanished in thin air. So when I got this, it wasn't running. I managed to get it running by messing with it. It turned out in the end that the fuel pump and the cam was one tooth out to the crank, so that's why it was running like a bag of scrap. Still it doesn't, well, it runs okay now. It's not amazing, but it's 83 horsepower, like, so for a 2.5 diesel, turbo diesel at that, that's pretty poor, but it is what it is. What do we need to do to it? So I had started repairing this arch. So pretty much this has a plastic over fender like this anyway. So this original lip what it came to here, but this was all gone and rotten. So what I've done is pretty much cut up, so this is the line, I do this line around that arch so that I knew where my basically the arch was going to start or stop. So I now have welded this all up here, and once I clean this up again because it was sitting outside at my mate's house, I'll put some tabs down, we'll put that trim back on, and once that's all sealed up and everything, that's perfectly fine. That's a perfectly acceptable repair, I'd say. In there needs repaired, and there needs repaired, the chassis needs repaired, a good bit of it needs repaired. When I was hooking about it, it looked like something was living inside the chassis. It was full of like half-eaten nuts. But all that footage is gone, as I said. So we have a bit of bodywork to do. Not a great deal, to be honest with you. Compared to the Ranger and compared to the MG, we are just going flying. A few patches on the chassis, then we'll go over the brakes and slap a different set of tires on, and I think it'll be ready for potentially to throw on for an MOT and see what they find wrong with. But yes, I was hemming and hawing about bringing it back to the house because, well, realistically, I didn't want to have another car sitting about, but it's not bank holiday, it's St. Paddy's Day on Monday, so that gives me time to work on this a bit, and I think I get a good few jobs cracked up out this weekend. We have a rot hole here, which is pretty easy one. We'll just cut around here and fill that in. That's easy. These arches were actually turned out to be pretty easy. Obviously I haven't finished them yet, but they will be easy. Around the back door. The back door is pretty good. The whole thing needs a proper clean and a proper, just, it's so dirty. Like, it hasn't been on the road, and I don't know, I haven't done a res check on it yet. But look, the res is actually kind of like my other one. My other one's I can't remember now, G23 JRM. This is G38 UMW. Doesn't make any sense to me at all, but I like the G bits, so it kind of matches. There's a bit of a stove in here, but I'm sure that'll be fine. Stove in here, a few dents around it. I say it's been a work yoke, like, so it's not a mint box, but it's definitely better getting something like this that hasn't been welded yet. Well, it has been welded, sorry, it has this one patch here, but it's better to get something else that hasn't been patched up and up and up and up and over and over and over again, and they haven't cut the rust out or anything, so at least I know what I've got when I finish this. And I'm not going to spend a great deal of time on it. I've got to spend what it needs, but I kind of want to start daily driving this soon because I'm selling the Ford Ranger. Right, that wing mirror is actually quite good. The one on the other side is broken at the bottom, so that is broken there, so we're going to have to fix that. That shouldn't be too difficult, I don't think. Well, if we can get all the screws out, we should be able to repair that easily enough. Around the front end, there's a few bits on this front slam panel behind the thing. Look how tight we are to this shutter. yeah, there's a few bits in there, but we'll do that at a later stage. But we'll focus this weekend on trying to get the chassis done around the rear wheels. So as you can see, starting to go there, so that's probably gonna need a big massive pass all the way across, and then down the bottom here where the lowest part is all rotten as well. So we're gonna do that. I think if we get them done, both sides, and try and get these arches finished, that would be a fair hefty chunk of work done out of this project. And now it's at the house, I can kind of tinker away at it in evenings and everything as well, because I was having to run down to my mate's house and kind of lost interest in it because it was so much driving about involved. And then when you're finished, you couldn't just go in the house, you had to drive home for 20 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever it is, and then you had to pack your tools up and then tidy someone else's shed, because you can't leave someone else's shed a mess, but like you can leave your own. Definitely needs a good clean, but like inside it's a real nice space to be. Look at this, for some retro comfort. Look at this. It has spring-loaded seats, I think. It has heated leather seats, nice gear knob, nice tan coloured interior. This here is missing, but I think it's tucked in down here. I think that goes on there, like that maybe, all the way around. There you go, that's a bit tighter already. Just ready for the road. Does start the fuel gauge. Oh, the fuel gauge is moving, it just doesn't have any fuel in it for the gauge to move. I only put 20 litres in it when we were having the issue of trying to get it to run, so I drained the fuel tank out. The rear door doesn't seem to open. I'm pretty sure I had it open, but it now doesn't do anything, so I have to potentially pull the door cards off and see what's going on there. Both sides as well, if I remember correctly. Yeah. I can't open it from the inside, I don't think. So, need to figure that out as well. Should be pretty easy done, I would say. Yeah, so it is old, and I do think it is going to make a cool daily. So yeah, let's get cracking on the repairs. So I'm working on the rear driver's side of this Pajero here, and I have the chassis all patched up. This was quite involved, so I didn't really record any of it, but I'll give you the gist, and we'll get the outside to do, so I can show you a bit more detail on the outside. But basically, there's a lot of rust on this outer skin, right? So I've basically replaced this all in 3 sections with 5mm plate. The underside here, it isn't in amazing shape. I did patch up a few areas of it, and then down here I actually went ahead and replaced this whole area because it was actually rotten through in a lot of places, because this is obviously the lowest part and all the shade sits here. So I've tried to clean the chassis out as best as I can with the airline and kind of picking at it and using the needle gun and stuff. So I'd say that there, although it's not a perfectly professional restored finish, but this isn't, we're not going for that there because this is going to be a daily driver. But that there should last a good few years, and then if it does start to rot out at the bottom here, we've got this outer one, so we can cut the outer one off and we'll weld new patches on like this here at the bottom. So for now, I think that there is solid for years to come. The rest of the chassis is actually quite presentable, so I'm not going to go poking at it. I did hit it with a hammer in a few areas and it seems good, so we're not going to go poking too much. Let Mr. MOT man tell me if it's rotten or not. So I'm going to continue on here, and the next thing I'm going to do is this arch. So you can see I've got this patched up here. I do need to clean this all back down again because it has rusted because it was burst steel. But we have in here to patch up, we have here to patch up, and we have here to patch up. And then I'm hoping that that's this whole arch done, and then we can make our wee L brackets to hold the plastic on, cover it in primer, and we're done on this side. I haven't really investigated the 2 front arches yet, so I'm probably gonna have to do something similar to them, but for now we're gonna stick to here. We're gonna stick to our guns and keep blasting them out here. Another thing is up in here there's a hole, so we're gonna have to fix that. But apart from that area, I think we're good. So we'll have to move the axle stands and stuff to do that. So we're gonna leave that for right now. I did have to cut the drop link out because of I need to get in there and the drop link was rotten. So I've ordered new drop links with poly brushes. Today I'm gonna keep on continuing on these here, and we'll see how far we can get on. Pretty much I'll just start making patches up, and I'll come back to you when I have patches, and you can see how well or how poorly they fit and how good or how bad they look. This is where we're at now then. So we're at the back of this arch. This lower bit, it's pretty rotten on the inside, so I'm going to replace this bit here. Drill the spot welds out, but the inside one's rotten anyway. So I'm thinking I'm just going to come around here, do a wee slice, weld new bit in, and then we'll make this panel and we'll spot weld to the bottom. For here we're just going to make it closed, probably just angle it back some sort of way. Haven't figured it out yet, but that'll be a pretty easy job, I think. It'll probably just be the same idea as this here up here. We just beat it up with a hammer until it's the right shape. Because, as I said before, it's going to be a daily and it's going to rust again. If you were going to like restore it properly and keep it in the shed and everything, you'd spend a lot more time on it. But this is going to be excellent for what I want to do, because like if you look at it, it's cool yoke like, but it's never going to be mint. It's way too far gone. It hasn't been on the road in 11 years, 10 years or something like that, so we're just saving it from a breaker and it'll be cool. So I'm gonna get this done now. We've made it. One quarter is now all welded up, and there is a bit on the inner sill here, but the axle stand is in the way, so we'll do that at a later stage. So I think it's time we moved on to the other rear arch. You can see here, this all does look kind of messy, but it'll be fine. Like this here is all patched up to there, right there. I had to repair this whole section. I didn't even think I was going to have to do that there, but it turns out that was kind of rotten in a lot of places. So just repairing that whole area was a lot nicer. We had to do the inner bit here as well. But yeah, we have one arch done. Once I put some seam sealer in this here, stone chip it, you wouldn't even know. Should we put the plastic on, see what it looks like? So, there we go. Once that's bolted on there, you couldn't even tell that I have cut out the entire inner lip about an inch. And we still need, I actually completely forgot about that. I still need to make wee metal tabs to come down to catch these, to actually hold this on, but we'll wait till that primer dries, clean it back a wee bit and sort that out. But yeah, I am over the moon with that. That is pretty much exactly how I expected it was going to be. Like, oh, I got primer in there. Like, you wouldn't really know that it was repaired until you actually looked, but you have to sort of get up in there. And to be honest with you, I think this is probably better, because now all the dirt can't sit in the inner lip there because it doesn't exist. It'll just be sitting in that plastic. We'll just wipe it away. But yeah, awesome. Right, I'm gonna get the wheel off on the other side and we'll see what sort of horrors are behind that side. Right, here we are at the passenger side. I have cranked away at this all day to get this done. So I haven't been recording anything, but this bit isn't really necessary to record. It's just patching the chassis up. So I've done this bit down here, which was the worst bit. Here it is here. So we made this bit, a patch on the inside, the full patch along here. Oops, full patch along here. Did all this. This side wasn't as bad as the other side, but we did it anyway. Full patch, all 5mm plate. 5mm plate is probably a bit overkill for this here, but this is what I had, and it's been sitting in the shed for about 4 years now, so I want to get rid of it. So that is this chassis all done now, I hope. I did have a wee look underneath the rest of the chassis. It all looks quite good, to be honest with you. Can't wait to get up in the air and give it a power wash. So next up, I have this outer arch cut out. I see my line up here. We've cut out this all down here, so we're just going to patch from here to the inner. That'll be that all done. Down here's pretty bad as well. There has been a patch here before. Here, as I don't know what they did, so I'm going to have to cut that out and find out how horrible their repair was. Here needs patched up, so we'll do that. Then we'll close this all in, close the other side in, and boom, that's the arches done. But it's been a very long day, and I'm going to go and get a shower. But I'm quite happy with my progress today. And tomorrow I have a good few hours. Hopefully get this inner one just patched up, and then we can start the mechanicals. But that's it for tonight. See you in the morning. Hey, it's the next day now, and I've been working away at this a wee bit. I've got a lot of this inner guard cut out. So we're gonna have to replace this bottom section here like we did last time. We have this bit here, we have a bit up in there. Before we even start capping this guard back in again, we did have to take the filler neck out, and the filler neck is rotten as well. So that's delightful. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that yet. I doubt it's gonna be very easy to get one of these here, so it's either patch it up or make a new one. Ah! So Kia came in there and gave me a wee fright, but we're back at it again. So yeah, I was talking about this filler neck. It's rotten here, here, here. I'd say I could probably patch that up easy enough. It's pretty rotten, but making one out of stainless would be quite nice, but we are pretty tight for time here, so I'll figure something out with that. And then we obviously have this all cut out. Not too concerned about this. It's just this corner is so bad that it's going to be quite involved. So it's probably going to take me a couple of hours to do this. Let's see, how's that? Bit of tiger suit or something. Yeah, bit of tiger suit or something. So pretty much I'm just going to put my head down and try and get as much done as possible, because this is grim. But hopefully after that and this, there isn't much welding to do after that. Another thing I did was came up here with a bit of T-cut just in this wee patch here, just to see what it would come up like, and you can see I think it's going to come up quite well. Shiny, scratchy, shiny, scratchy. Okay, let's get chopping. Okay, so honestly can't say I'm overly proud of this, but we have this all welded up now, and it is structurally sound. It's just very patchy. But what can you do? Like, short of buying an inner and an outer quarter panel, how else would you do this? So, as I said, this plastic trim is going to hide all this here, so we're okay in that front. I still need to come in here and cut this bit that was welded out in before out, repair this inner bit, repair the bit that goes on the outside of that there, and then repair this bit. That's why I haven't welded this on yet. Right, this side, I haven't done this closing panel on this side yet either. And yeah, so that's it for this time. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed me messing with this old ancient Pajero. We did get a good bit done. We got both chassis legs patched up. We got both rear quarter panels sort of done. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked with the progress, to be honest with you. Today it did go a bit slower because there was a hell of a lot of work in doing this area. This took so much more time than the other side. So next time we're going to try and get these quarter panels finished up, and maybe get some seam sealer on them, get them stone chipped, and get them arches back on again. And then we can move on to the front end. There's a wee bit on the wing that needs done, and then in behind the front bumper needs a wee fettling as well. What else to do? I did this as well, just give this a wee tidy up. I don't know if you remember, it was all cracked in the corner, so I just made a wee bit of fiberglass and filled it in. It'll do until I can get a replacement one. You can see the fiberglass on the back there. But yeah, it actually sort of matches. Just kind of put some quick rattle can on it and just sand it back again. But that will get us through MOT anyway, because there's not a big bit of rancid sharp plastic hanging out. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next one, where we will get some more stuff done in this bad boy.